In today's Grow Garden video, I'm going to go and tell you guys the fastest way to age up your pets in the game so you can go ahead and get the best possible stats of them and level them up or whatever it's called. Equally, if you are just trying to age your pets up so you can go ahead and get the extra pet slots, this method will work for you as well, as I have literally included everything I know in the game. Of course, if I do miss anything, tell me down below in the comments, but I believe this is the best way to go ahead and age up your pets. And yeah, let's get straight into it. So the first thing you need to do is you need to, of course, get a pet. So for just like the sake of this video, let's go ahead and just get a really bad egg, as this is going to be the way that you're going to obtain your pets, at least most likely. What we'll do is we'll place down an egg. Now there is pets that will go ahead and reduce the cooltime of the egg, but I feel like that kind of isn't what this video is about. But a pet that will be really useful to you is the ostrich. It's one of the brand new summer pets, and the ostrich has a very nice and very unique ability that I don't think enough people are talking about. So for this method to go and work, you want a full team of ostriches, the more the merrier. So we're going to place my ostrich down, and now let's go and have a look what actually goes ahead and does. Pets hatch from eggs have a bonus of 1 to 50 age their value. So basically what that goes then and means is when you go and hatch the egg, instead of it hatching at level 1, it's going to be a minimum level 2 or a maximum at 6.4. Now I can't be 100% sure the stacks, but I believe it does. So you can basically be hatching your pets at a nearly max, or if it doesn't stack, that is still already a 5.4 boost to your pet. Or even if it's like all the lowest, you're going to be getting a lowest 8 at the maximum like 60 something levels, 40 something levels, something like that, which is kind of crazy, because that's going to mean you can literally like hatch it and it's already now boosted. But now what to do when you've went ahead and hatched it? Well, you need to make sure that your pet's hunger is at the maximum. And now to do this, it's really simple. I feel like everyone knows how to do it, but just in the off chance you don't, let's go grab a random thing from my garden. Of course, the better the fruit, the more hunger it will give. You really don't do anything super rare. You then kind of find your pet in the mini menu, or you can find it, such as this ostrich over here. And then you just want to go ahead and feed it. And then after you feed it, it's going to go ahead and its hunger will go to the maximum here, and it's going to start slowly gaining XP over time. But now we're going to go on to a little more of a common method. Don't really have an even smarter one at the end, but we're going to go ahead and use the owl method. So the owl method goes ahead and results in having the one pet you want, and then you go ahead and just have a bunch of owls in your gardens. Now, a normal owl, if you do manage to get your hands on one of these guys, is going to give you an extra 0.23 XP a second. But there is better versions of this owl. One that you will most likely have, or a lot of people have, it's the cooked owls. That's one you may want to go ahead and use. If you do manage to get the original owl, you'll also have 2 cooked owls, and you may want to use like a stack of these guys. The cooked owl can also burn stuff, but mainly it goes and gives XP. I think it's actually less than normal owls, so it isn't actually the best for XP, but it is one that most people have. But the best owl to go and use this method is if you do have a blood owl on you. The blood owl is really good for this method. So here it is. Here's a blood owl right now, and it gives 0.65 XP per second, which is kind of crazy. That is a very high amount to go ahead and give. Now you can also go ahead and use one more owl. I think it's the night owl that's also slightly relevant for this. So you could use a night owl if you want, and the night owl is going to go ahead and do a 0.31. So blood owl if you have it. If not, it's a night owl. Then if not, it's a normal owl. And then if you don't have that, you just want to go ahead and use the cooked owl to go ahead and do it. But hey, still, we got more ways to go ahead and make this even better to you. Of course, getting the owls leveled up will help you guys out quite a bit as well. But there's other ways we can make this, yeah. We can make this a lot stronger, or at least we can go ahead and do a different spin on it. So the next is the capybara. So the capybara can be found in one of the new summer eggs. I think it's in the new big egg, actually, so it's not called summer. I think if we go over here, we can find it's the paradise egg, which isn't actually too hard to go ahead and get your hands on. But let's walk over to the paradise egg section, and I'll go ahead and show you guys the paradise egg. You can actually get it. I'm going to use this capybara, and this capybara does have some cool, unique abilities. Now, is it better than owls? I can't say for certain, but there are some abilities that make it kind of useful, and I feel like some people are sleeping on it. So let's go show me pet info. We can then go to info, and yeah, it's on the paradise egg, which is 7% chance to go ahead and drop, and I think capybara is about a 20% chance from the paradise eggs. 20% chance and a 7% chance egg. So there's a pretty good chance if you do go and get this guy, you'll be able to get multiple, but we're going to place him down right here. And the capybara's ability isn't actually as overpowered because there is some downsides to it, but it is still really strong. All pets within 16.5 studs won't lose hunger and will gain 4.52 XP every second. So that means that no one lose hunger, means you won't have to worry about like actually putting like any food into them. And why is this useful? It's because if you're trying to AFK the game and do something else, it means that one of the big problems a lot of people run into when they're AFKing with owls is if you're AFKing something else, you don't get the chance to go ahead and feed your pet, because how are you going to feed it? At least the capybara, it will go ahead and slow down the time it takes to go hungry, and whilst giving XP. Now, if you don't have this kind of like, I wouldn't just use capybara. If you're going to be on, you're going to be active, blood owls by far are the best, these guys down here. But if you can't do that and you're not able to be active and you're not able to go and feed them, I would definitely recommend at least using a few capybaras. You can go ahead and reduce the time it takes the hunger to go down, and some owls if you've got some spare spots. Or if you don't have all of them, use a mix. So let's go ahead and go over it one more time. The best strat you can go ahead and use is using a full team of blood owls. Then after that, it'll just be going ahead and using the capybara. I think actually night owls are better then. And then you get the decision between just the normal owls and the capybara team. And it depends on how active you're going to be. It depends on how much you're going to go ahead and play the game. Getting your pet levels up is really important, and it's important for a bunch of different reasons. One, if you just want to get extra pet slots without spending a ridiculous amount of Robux, that is so expensive. You can just go ahead and trade in your pets that are high enough levels. So it's level 60 for this one, and for this one it's level 30 for one extra egg slot. You don't really need extra egg slots, but I suppose you're trying to get a lot of eggs and you're trying to get a lot of pets for some other methods that we can go ahead and talk about for other things. Then this can be kind of useful. So you just trade in the ones that go ahead and reach the requirement. If you are trying to speedrun this and you're purely just using this video as a way to go ahead and find out how to like to maximum, get a bunch of owls. Now you don't have to understand you have to sacrifice an owl, but get a bunch of owls, and you want a starfish as well. I don't actually have a starfish on me, but a starfish boosts itself and owls boost everything. So you can get a bunch of starfish and with a bunch of owls, and you keep on just feeding the starfish into the thing. I think it's starfish from the common egg, so like really easy to get. I think it's actually this egg over here. So we can go and use starfish. We are trying to get that. But then another really good reason to go and level up your pets, especially on a good pet. Now, okay, I say good pet, and I'm walking over to a fox. Let's find something that's maybe a little bit better than a fox. I think I've got a beast somewhere. I remember the beast in my inventory. So wait, we've got max pets. We'll pick up this ostrich here, and let's go ahead and place down my disco bee. And then here's my disco bee. So as my disco bee levels up, its cooldown is going to go ahead and go down, and I believe its chance may go up. I'm not sure how much the chance goes up, but I am aware the cooldown does go down. And this is kind of the same for most things. They're going to go ahead and you're going to see a significant increase in one of the stats, and the other stat will drop, and that's basically making it better, of course. You want the timer to go up. But yeah, it's going to mean it's basically more of an effective pet, and it's actually worth it. And he actually has no hunger talking about it. It's a good job I have this. Let's quickly go ahead and make sure he is fully fed, because we don't want him starving. But making sure your pet's is fed or XP'd up, whatever you really want to call it. I know it says feed and that says XP separately, where it can get kind of confusing. Is really important in the game. Not only for getting extra pets, you can go ahead and make stronger combinations. It's also just so you can go ahead and improve in the game and get the best possible stuff. Because there's no point in having the best possible stuff in the game without having the best possible boosts on it, if you want to try and go ahead and maximize your progress through the game. Now, there is another way to go ahead and technically level up pet, get really like high level pets fast, and that is of trading. Now, trading, you trade basically rare pets, sometimes like higher level pets. Also, another thing I believe does go ahead and happen as you level them up, I think their size can slightly increase. I'm not sure how true that is though, so don't go ahead and quote me on that. But there is a bunch of different benefits to go ahead and get from having your pets, and I would definitely recommend use some of these tips in the video to go ahead and do that. Also, as I did mention at the start of this video, I do make mistakes. If I didn't miss anything in this video, please tell me down below. It isn't just useful to go ahead and help me out in the game, and also help out a bunch of other people as well in the comment sections. Yeah, if there's any other tips that I didn't miss, feel free to go tell me down below, because hey, there's a possibility I did miss something. But anyway, guys, hopefully you enjoyed this video, and hopefully it helped out, whether it was just one tip that helped out, a few tips, or it was all the tips put together. Anyway, so thank you a ton for watching today's video. If you enjoyed, drop a like, subscribe to my channel, and feel free to check out all my other videos. See you in the next one. Bye!